Well, lost luggage means the Defence Force will likely play a reduced role in Anzac commemorations at Gallipoli. The Defence Force contingent is gutted, unsure whether they'll be able to participate after their bags got lost in transit. Europe correspondent Lisette Raymer reports now from Turkey.
Gallipoli's Anzac Day rehearsals are a well-oiled routine. But atop Chunuk Bair, the last post is looking and sounding a little different this year.
It's pretty awkward, eh? It's quite a surreal experience doing all this. We're doing all this proper kind of very formal drill, and then holding a phone instead of your instrument is, yeah, it's been a time.
It's not just the bugler. The entire New Zealand Defence Force contingent is currently without their instruments, uniforms and medals. Their suitcases caught in the chaos of the Dubai floods and lost in transit on their way to Turkey last week.
Oh, well, I've been totally calm about it, of course. Not quite. But, well, you just got to go with it. You know, everyone is trying to do this. But, of course, it's a disaster out there, and it's not just for us, it's for a whole lot of other people as well.
John McLeod has led 12 trips to Gallipoli.
I would think that's the first time that we hadn't had a ceremonial role at the dawn service.
But any initial panic has been quickly replaced by Kiwi ingenuity.
Had a few days of work on it, so sort of try to perfect it, get the drum roll going.
The band improvising a way to rehearse and preparing for all eventualities.
So we've got these spoons here, we call them the ceremonial spoons.
Although they're all still desperately hoping for an 11th hour miracle. The airport has located 35 of the 65 missing bags, and now it's a race against time to get them here. So the contingent will at least have half of what they need.
We'll open up the bags and then we'll see what we've got, and then we'll make our plan.
First and foremost, they need uniforms, particularly for the iconic catafalque guard.
It's just not right to carry weapons when you're not in uniform.
Corporal Ryan Johns is one of the 4 guards. His great-uncle served here as a sniper.
He was one of the lucky survivors that was one of the few that came out of a galley full of 200 men that didn't make it. So, yeah, he's a bit of a legend. Honouring the sacrifice made by our Anzacs is a driving force for everyone. Things weren't ideal 109 years ago for anyone. They were under-resourced as well, so you know, we're having to push through just like they did, just in a different context. Every dawn service is memorable in its own way, but this year at Gallipoli, it really will be like no other.
OK, Lisette, I really feel for them. It is just a nightmare. Have you got any update on those lost bags?
Yes, Rebecca, a solution of sorts, not the perfect one, but something that will mean that some of New Zealanders' presence will be felt at Gallipoli, which is a good outcome. Those first suitcases have arrived from the airport. They opened them up. There were a few uniforms inside and 1 instrument. What it's meant is those who did receive their uniforms have now sacrificed their own and donated them, particularly to the catafalque guard, the iconic group of men and women who hold the weapons. They simply cannot do their jobs without uniforms, so the Defence Force has now made some adjustment, resized the uniforms they did have to give to those 4 guards, so they will be able to play that crucial ceremonial role come Anzac Day morning. We also have that 1 instrument, the French horn, so that musician will join the Australian band and he will also be able to perform at the dawn service. And our bugler, he was lucky enough to have his uniform arrive as well, and he has managed to again borrow a bugle from the Australians. So the Anzac Day spirit well and truly on display here. As for Chunuk Bair, they have said that even if the members of the contingent don't have their uniforms, they will be able to participate. They have come to the conclusion that they will respect the protocol and only have those in uniform involved in the dawn service. But when it comes to New Zealand's own on Chunuk Bair, they have decided there are some things more important than the clothes you're wearing, and in this case it definitely is honouring our Anzacs.
Yeah, absolutely. That is some good news. Thanks so much. That is Lisette Raymer in Turkey.